Yeah, it's should be working.
Are you here, Celine? You're in the video. Oh, okay. Yeah, I should be here pretty soon. Is he not his real?
We'd like to thank you all for joining us in celebrating the class of 2023's accomplishments. As we honor our graduates, please remember to keep the middle aisle clear. Once again, thank you for all your support. Please rise for the national anthem.
all here today. Please guide us through this next chapter in our lives. Remind us that you are always by our side and will continue to be. Thank you. We love you, Lord. Amen. You may be seated.
There have been moments in my life where I thought I was proud. Tonight tops that. Just know that. So, the first person that I would like to welcome to the stage is our salutatorian, Waylon Baker Dalton. He is the son of John and Renee Dalton. Waylon has earned a cumulative GPA of 4.14 on a 4.0 scale. Waylon has been a member of the following clubs: NHS, FBLA, Pep Club, MSHSAA, Band, and A+. Waylon has participated in soccer, track, and band. During his senior year, Waylon has served as NHS treasurer and yearbook editor. Waylon has earned the John Philip Sosa Award, NSHSS Certificate of Achievement, American Legion Citizenship Award, Luther A. Riddle Scholarship, A+ Scholarship, and summa cum laude. After graduation, Waylon plans to attend Mizzou to pursue a degree in biology and start pre-med to become a surgeon. Welcome our salutatorian, Waylon Dalton.
Hello, and welcome to the graduation ceremony for the class of 2023. Before I begin, I'd like to give thanks to those that helped the class of 2023 reach this monumental moment of our lives. I would like to thank the school faculty for everything they have done to prepare us for life outside of school, whether it was lessons taught in the classroom or outside of it. We wouldn't have been able to do it without those strong foundations that you laid out for us in elementary, middle, and high school. To the families of the class, thank you for being by our sides through the brightest and darkest times of our lives, showing us support no matter the situation with words of wisdom and patience. And to the class of 2023, I believe there is another student among us that deserves recognition for their academic achievement. Emily Esping has always been one of the academically gifted and hardest working students in order to build a bright future for herself and those around her. This is my way of showing appreciation to the person that drove me to work the hardest. Now to actually begin the speech. When I joined the Dixon school system in the 7th grade, I did not know what to expect. I had never stayed long enough in one town to make friends for more than a year or two. However, I can confidently say there was nowhere else I would rather stay. It's the lessons we learned and the lessons I learned with you that made this place special. The lessons we learned together, like when there's a group of girls that your buddy says, try not to embarrass yourself in front of, and then you go on a rant about bees. That's a lesson that'll stick with you, and a story that Owen will never let me live down. The lessons of helping one another, like during lockdown. We all helped out one another get through it, even if it was simple as sending answers to a group chat to relieve the stress of quarantine. Sorry, Miss Mayberry. The lessons we've learned today have amounted to leading us to this day. The day we stop walking down these halls every day and seeing one another. The day we go out to the real world with nothing but the knowledge that we have. Although it may seem dismal, today is also the day we can say that we did it. The day to rejoice and look back at the work we put in. We finally get to reap the rewards of our labor of 12 long school years. The day that felt like it was never going to arrive is moments away from happening. I look forward to feeling the receiving of my diploma later in this ceremony, just like many of my classmates do. However, I am more excited to see what the days, weeks, months, and years have to offer once we reach this milestone. We can craft our own futures the second we step out of these doors. It is up to us to reach our fullest potential, with the only limit being ourselves. For the words of encouragement I have for my class, it's very simple. You have brains in your head and feet in your shoes, and they will lead you anywhere you choose. All the places we go, class of 2023, let's go.
So this year was something special, and we actually have a co-salutatorian, which I'm not sure has happened in a very long time at Dixon High School. So it is my honor to welcome salutatorian Maddie Ryan. She is the daughter of Rachel Hughes and Pat Ryan. Maddie has earned a cumulative GPA also of 4.14 on a 4.0 scale. Maddie has been a member of Pep Club and A+. Maddie has been in softball all 4 years of high school, where she has earned several awards, including All-District, Sophomore, Junior, and Senior Year, All-Conference Junior and Senior Year, and First Team All-State Pitcher in her senior year. Maddie plans to attend Missouri State University, pursuing a degree in nursing. Welcome, salutatorian Maddie Ryan.
Good evening, family, friends, teachers, and the class of 2023. I would like to say thank you for being here, even though some of you have to be. Well, we made it. It was a big game of waiting. Big old game. This was one of our first big milestones we will meet in our lives. I am so proud of each and every one of us. I would like to thank my teachers and my fellow graduates for making these past 4 years so memorable. I would like to especially thank my mom, my dad, my sister, and my children for being with me for the past 4 years. Before I actually wrote this speech, I sat and I thought for a while. First thing I thought was how honored I'd be to stand before you all today. The second thing I thought was, awesome, now I have to write a speech. But then I realized I could say whatever I wanted and you would still listen and give me a big round of applause at the end. So since I'd have nothing to lose, I thought maybe I would just come up here and make fun of my sister Ashley for 5 minutes. Then I decided that'd be too easy and found myself looking back on our high school years. I first thought of freshman year, carrying way too much stuff in my backpack because I thought I wouldn't be prepared enough. Then I thought of one of our teachers forgetting Landon's name halfway through the year and yelling at him, "You," every single time. Then I thought of Ralston showing scientific proof of the circle of dad bond. Then I thought of sophomore year, when me and Abby would annoy Miss DeLong every single day in geometry. And that's when we made it our life's mission to annoy Miss DeLong every day of high school. Next, I thought of junior year, when Miss Stoll was getting aggravated when I couldn't tell her what 1 divided by 2 was, which, by the way, is a half. And I ate the most apples I had ever ate that year, thanks to Abby. I then thought of senior year, which went by a lot quicker than the others. I started thinking about all the time I spent here. And although every day seems to take forever to get over, this year flew by. One thing I noticed when writing all these memories down from the past 4 years, the things that made me smile weren't the milestones of the personal achievements. It was the people that I had spent the last 13 years gathering memories with. It was the people who helped me put down the books and have a little fun. It's the people who made high school so memorable. We may not see each other for a while or ever again, and although we may forget how to graph polynomial functions or balance chemical equations, these shared memories will be with us forever. I think philosopher and street rapper A$AP Rocky said it best when he said, "My shades Dior, my pants velour, create, explore, expand concord. I came, I saw, I came, I saw, I praise the Lord, then break the law." Well, hopefully we don't break the law throughout our years here. Thank you everyone, and congratulations to the class of 2023.
And now I'd like to welcome our 2023 valedictorian, Graciana Young. She is the daughter of Brandy Curley and George Young. Graciana has earned a cumulative GPA of 4.18 on a 4.0 scale. Graciana has been involved in the following clubs throughout her high school career: Student Council, MHS, Key Club, FCA, FFA, and FCCLA. Graciana participated in golf her sophomore year. Graciana served as NHS Vice President, Student Council Representative, and FFC Centennial. Graciana plans to attend Missouri S&T to major in chemical engineering. Welcome our valedictorian, Graciana Young.
Good evening, class of 2023. Staff members, family members, and anyone else who came to support my classmates and me. I would first like to start by expressing my gratitude to the people who have helped us along on this journey. We wouldn't be here without you guys. On behalf of the class of 2023, I would like to thank all the family members who were always there to encourage us, provide guidance when needed, and deal with the countless number of mental breakdowns. Or maybe that was just me. I would also like to thank all the teachers who have spent countless hours teaching us, even though sometimes we weren't always ready to learn, and deal with building relationships with us, which with some will last a lifetime. Encouraging us and keeping their patience with us when I know that wasn't always easy. Lastly, I would like to thank my classmates for all the memories, laughs, words of encouragement, and more. Class of 2023, we made it. We have been waiting for this moment ever since we were in elementary school. What a simple time. If only we had known what the next 12 years would entail. Back then, we were only focused on who was going to win the Just Dance battle or who was puppy guarding during Cowboys and Indians during gym class. Not only were we a competitive class, but we were also a closely knit one. How we could go back to one more classroom birthday party, gym class, or 9-square game. But we have worked so hard to get to this single moment in our lives. Through countless hours of studying, classwork, working on homecoming walls, and even having to experience many changes within the school. Despite all the challenges thrown at us, we were overcomers, problem solvers, and were able to adapt. The challenges will continue, but we did it. There's no doubt in my mind that we will go off and do great things in this next stage in our lives. So good luck, class of 2023.
Class of 2023. I know you guys all think that I don't cry very much, but I'm probably going to cry during this. First, I want to say congratulations. I'm proud of your accomplishments, and I've been honored to be your principal these last 2 years. I'm about to get to send you out these doors as an adult, and that is something that I will cherish forever. Oftentimes, we hear that the end of high school signifies the best years are behind us. But I want to tell you a secret that I know to be the absolute truth. Your best years can be ahead of you. You are about to begin a journey to design your future the exact way that you want it. You get to choose every option from this point forward, and that is something special. Life after high school is about choice. You get to choose what your life looks like, you choose where you will live, you choose your career, you choose the people you surround yourself with, and you get to choose the values that you live by. Every path you take from this point forward will be based on a choice that you get to make. As you leave here, I want to challenge you to keep another choice in mind, a choice that I am living right now. I want you to choose to be bold. Right now, you're sitting in front of me, filled with hope and excitement, with a vision of what your life could look like. You're eager to start making the choices that signify your entrance into adulthood. You're about to start a college program, begin work, enter the military. Right now, it feels like nothing can stop you. The world is at your fingertips, and that you are bold. But the real world has a funny way of encouraging us to lose our boldness. It makes it seem as if the easier choice is the right choice, that the path of least resistance is the path best taken. But if we look at those in history that we admire, they frequently tell us that it is only challenges that can bring about growth, and that nothing changes when things stay the same. Theodore Roosevelt said nothing worth having comes easy, and Michael Jordan said obstacles don't have to stop you. If you run into a wall, don't turn around and give up. Figure out how to climb it, go through it, or work around it. I challenge you to listen to their words. Be bold enough to follow through with your decisions, to put in the hard work, to stand up for someone else, to voice your opinion, to take a risk, and be bold enough to be somebody that you can be proud of, to follow your passion, someone who can look back and not regret the choices that you've made, or the ones that you let someone else make for you. The things that you didn't say, the challenges you didn't meet, or those missed opportunities to learn and grow. Do not let your life happen. You should be the driver of it. And do not let good enough get in the way of being great. So when you enter that college program that you dreamed of completing and you begin to question yourself, or where that military path or that career path you chose is causing self-doubt because it is difficult and they're tougher than you are expected, when you start to question yourself, am I smart enough? Am I good enough at this? I'm challenging you to be bold enough to remember why you chose to take that path in the first place. And I want you to choose to follow your dreams. When you are faced with doing the right thing and you begin to hear self-doubt because you know how it's going to disrupt things, be bold enough to remember your values and the vision you had of who you wanted to be and choose the decision that you can be proud of, even if that means making a different choice than you originally planned. When you are given new opportunities, but you are fearful of the unknown and it is uncomfortable to make the change, be bold enough to choose discomfort. It is only temporary and it is one step closer to who you chose to be. And don't worry, the easy way out isn't going anywhere. I want you to remember this feeling. I want you to remember how you feel right now. The feeling that the world is at your fingertips. And your dreams of the mark that you're planning on leaving on it. Be bold enough to embrace that. You're the only one who has to live with your choices. So be bold enough to make the choices that make you proud. Be bold enough to reignite your passion in the face of self-doubt. And when you are unsure, I want you to remember this moment. The moment that you sat in a gymnasium full of people who have spent years championing you. And now, the belief that they have in you. And I want you to be bold enough to believe us. Okay. Well, the first group, sorry. Will the first group of kids please rise to receive your diplomas? Kahiva K.O.Y. Halani on DeFolco. Sarah Catherine Albritton. Addison Ruth Alexander. Blaze Nicola Forever Ashley. Neoka. Danielle Bodenhammer. Evan James Brown. Kyle Dale Chapin. Haley May Club. Andrian Justice Cole. Krista Lee Crane. Waylon Luther Dalton. Max Dement. Hayden Kai Randy Doyle. Tyler Duncan. Emily Cadence Espy. Kaylin J.C. Galvin. Dylan Christopher Haig. Trenton Edward Hance. Nolan Hernandez. Sarah Holdren. Macy Jane Scott Holtzclaw. Owen Scott Jacobs. Caleb Wade Jeffries. Avery G. Jones. Caleb Douglas Kleppel. Tyler Dean Lawson. Lacey Michaela Madsen. Roston James Martin. Brianna Nicole McCarty. Tristan Charles Mincer. Anna Rosemarie Moore. Alyssa Marie Morgan. Lainey Jane Noble. Mary Jane Lee O'Neill. Preston Carver O'Neill IV. Abigail Lee Overshine. Sylvia Lorraine Parton. Brianna Marie Pursoon. Erin Pauline Poling. Elizabeth Ann Violet Poole. Jariah Allen Perler. Justice Braden Quinones. Landon Ronald Scott Reddy. Luke Martin Roach. Mason Dakota Roach. Jamie Renee Elizabeth Root. Madison Ray Ryan. Denton Ronald Sheldon. Co-salutatorian. Star Slay. Joseph James Smith. Taylor Page Smith. James Ryan Stewart. Cameron Stogner. Alexandra Sullivan. Gracie Angel Wiesman. Gavin Robert James Vineyard. Nolan Williams. Michaela Wolf. Rocky Wolf. Drake Edward Young. Graciana Robin Young.